You could say we made a killing. And get out of here. Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is Jesse Durham. For today's installment of our quote series, we're going to evaluate the saying of to make a killing. I know that I've heard this. I've probably used it before. I can distinctly remember meeting a particular businessman that would use that phrase very often. Not looking to make a living, but looking to make a killing. Now, definitionally, it seems that to make a killing, if this is unfamiliar to you, it is to make a large profit or a quick and profitable success in business. Now, there's also some historical context that was referencing Fred Jarvis, who it appears to have been a Louisiana State Lottery winner back in 1888 of $15,000. So something like that, kind of a windfall, big business success, casino winnings, lottery winnings, something like that is to make a killing. Now, in evaluating such a saying with an infinite banking lens, here's what I thought of. When Nash discusses the average American, all right, I'm just going to average. I believe that you're above average, but let's just presume average for this analogy. What he would say is, look at the volume of interest dollars that the average American is bleeding out, that is being spent on our automobiles, our living expenses, our housing. It came to 34.5 cents of every dollar is interest only. Now, that's money that forever leaves our hands. So my question to you when considering a saying such as this is simply, do you dare to look last year at how many interest dollars you paid for your lifestyle? Such as it is, whatever it is. Do you even dare to look and add up how many interest dollars on your mortgage, cars, everything? How many dollars have forever left your hand last year that were simply paid in interest for the things that are in our lifestyle? Now, I've done this. It's unpleasant. It's not a good time. It's very revealing, but it's not a good time. So my point in considering this for the future, so we can be proactive and optimistic about what this could mean for the future is, if you did know a number that you'd spent in a year's time in the past just on interest, here's the way we need to look at this is not just think, well, what if I had that money back? What if I had that money that had been paid in interest 5 years ago or 10 years ago or last year? What if I had that back? Would that be great? Absolutely, it'd be great. But you can't stop there. Here's how we need to really look at whatever that amount is. Not just what would it be like to have that back, but rather, what would it be like if we had the use of that? See, it's not just about having that back. When you really see that money, it's a means of exchange, it's deposited somewhere, it's employed somewhere. What if each of those dollars had been used to fund a privately owned appreciating asset that we could still own today, even if we did leverage and use each of those dollars for something? See, that's the idea of becoming your own banker. It's how to both make deposits into a privatized banking entity that you own and control, and still use that money for whatever it is that you're going to do anyway. But you still keep that asset. So you keep that asset, you gain all the benefit from the compounding of the deposits of premiums made to a properly structured whole life policy with a mutual company that pays dividends. That is the entity. You still earn and gain off of all of the deposits into that entity that you own and control. You still get to deploy that capital for whatever it is that you choose to do. But because your deposits will continue to grow, compounding uninterrupted, you're going to maintain the future use of that capital. So not only can you just get the capital to spend again one time, but how many times could that capital be turned over? How many times could it be used to capitalize an entity that you own and control, deployed for whatever it is that you happen to do, recaptured back. So regain principal, regain interest. That's where the average American is just losing. What if we could get that back? Look at the interest in your life. Consider how much more of a killing could we make if we had that interest returned to us, but not just that amount. What if we had the use of that? What if we could compound that? How many times can we turn those dollars over ourselves? And just rinse and repeat. Okay? The 3 rules of banking are pay yourselves first, pay yourselves with interest, and recapture the money. See if you can get the money back, you can make a killing. And in fact, Nash said it's the most profitable thing that you could choose to do over your lifetime is become your own banker. So I hope that this quote has been interesting to you. Let me know down in the comments if you have a quote that you would like us to cover. And if you'd like to have a conversation about how to implement the infinite banking concept in your household or your business or your investing, then you can reach us at 828-817-4223, or you can email durhamtalents@gmail.com. This has been a great pleasure for me. I look forward to our next conversation. Have a great day. Take care. Let somebody that you know and love care about. You could say, we made a killing. Make a killing. Hey, you guys, come on. We're going to make a killing here. Let's get some coffee. I got some coffee. You want some coffee? I got some coffee. Always got some coffee. Coffee's good. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know.
Elmo wants to make a killing. That's it. Elmo do that. Elmo wants to make a killing.
That might work out. And we're done.